It's still going on. What's still going on? The living truth is still going on. I'm going to show you that the living truth is still going on, and that you forget it. Because of your westernized culture, you forget what's going on in your busyness to be involved in what you think is going on. And I'm going to tell you a little story about it too. So let's find the living truth, which of course is still going on, because the living truth has to go on and on and on and on forever and ever and always. And it's got to happen in your experience, hasn't it? For if it's not happening in your experience, it's not happening, is it? So let's find the living truth and demonstrate to yourself that it's still going on, and that you've been involved in what's happening and you thought was going on and lost yourself in that, instead of being the living truth. Now I want you to feel the sensation inside of you, where you feel that you're hungry, or you feel the love for your child or your lover. You know where I mean, don't you? In there where you're sensating. I want you to feel in there, now, right? I want you to distinguish what it's like in there, because the Western world doesn't know what I'm talking about. If I went out and asked somebody in the street now, I want you to feel what's going on inside of you, the question would be, what do you mean? Because the Western world is not concerned with anything meaningful. It is only concerned with means, not what is meaningful. Are you feeling this sensation inside of you? Now let me demonstrate how real that is in your experience, because you mustn't believe me, must you? You must find it in your experience if I speak the truth. You cannot show me another reality other than that. Feel it? For all your anger is in that, isn't it? That's where your anger arises. That's where you feel your love when you think or feel, I have so much love to give. How can I contain all this beautiful love in me? Or if you feel, oh my God, how despondent and moody I am today, it is crushing me. What is crushing you in there? Is that the truth? Of course it is. You cannot show me any other reality. If someone steals your motor car, where do you feel it? Out in the road where it was parked? Oh no. You feel it in here, in this reality. And when you are making love, and it is delicious, and you have the greatest pleasure on earth, where do you feel it? Outside and around you? No. You feel it in this reality, in your body, not in somebody else. Feel it, please. Is it still going on? Would you just have a look and see, do you see the movement in it? The sensation, the movement? Do you know that that never ceases? That since you were born, don't believe me, you check it out for yourself, don't believe me, I might be misinforming you. That since you were born, that sensational self, that sensational being has been sensating in there, containing all your joy and all your pain that you have acquired since you were born, for you weren't born with any pain, you just tipped it all over yourself into that beautiful, glorious thing inside there, which is naturally like the baby, innocent, pure and good and beautiful. How do I know this? Well, that's how it is in my experience. And because I am an ordinary man or woman, an ordinary creature of this earth, I know that that is the truth. For life is good in this body, and therefore life is good in the koala bear's body, and it is good in the viper's body, and it is good in everybody except man and woman who are burdened with their acquired unhappiness. But would you have a look, please, and just check that the fundamental state is still going on, is it? Is there anyone that cannot feel that it's still going on? Right. So first you have to know that the vehicle is there, don't you? That when you're breaking your heart and on the bed with your head under the pillow because you can't stand the burden that you've acquired, and you're weeping and sobbing, I'll tell you now, it's still going on. Only you've gone on faster than it. You've outpaced it. You've gone faster than your beautiful self, and you're going round in vicious circles, getting nowhere with your pain and agony. For life is good. Would you check that, please? And it's still going on. What happens then? You leave this reality, don't you? You leave it. You busy yourself with the party, the motor car, the typewriter, whatever you do. You busy yourself and lose yourself. You go outside your body and live your life through the objects and people around you, don't you? While it's still going on. And when one of those objects disappear, are killed, die or leave you, you think it's all ended, don't you? How many times have you felt in your life, I can't go on, it's finished? What utter rot. It's still going on, isn't it? Feel it? Do you see how superficial, how utterly incomplete this Western culture is? Now, of course, you have to do things in the world, and why not? You've got to do something 24 hours a day, so whatever you're doing with your life is fine. Do whatever you want to do. But don't think that you're doing anything. Do you really think you're doing anything? Do you know that Napoleon thought the same thing? No? And Napoleon's son, and Julius Caesar's son, and everyone thought they were really doing something. No, you're just filling in time until the day that you realize, my God, it's all going on and still going on in me. And the rest is just going on and passing every moment, isn't it? Right. Now, can you get in touch with your reality, please? Well, of course you are, aren't you? But what a bore it is. Feel it? What a bore. You know what you're saying when you say that. What a bore I am. You wouldn't like someone else to say that to you, would you? You'd be very haughty about it, wouldn't we? But I must be boring if I can't stand myself, mustn't I? Because if you can show me a greater reality, would you please do it? You know? I speak to the world, offering man and woman the opportunity to get up and say their truth. If it is a greater truth than mine, then I shall follow that truth and absorb that truth. So I ask every man and woman, show me a greater reality than your sensation within yourself, which contains your love and your beauty and your glory and the wonder of this life underneath all the anger and resentment and rubbish, utter and complete garbage that you've poured into that beautiful little natural vessel. Right? We got it clear. We got it clear, have we? Now, someone want to stand up and show me a greater reality? Right, that's fair. If you're a scientist, you show me a greater reality. But remember that your child might be taking drugs because you're busy with another reality, because you don't love enough. Your child has to take drugs to find some love because you have lost touch with your reality. Your children lose touch with their reality because you're so busy finding some imagined reality somewhere else in matter, outside yourself. It's a good game. I'm not decrying the great game of science. It's lovely. You know, I love reading about science, but it's a game. Everything's a game because it's all going to end, isn't it? And all games end, don't they? And then you go home, you know, and you look, well, what am I going to do next? Well, what you do next is you just connect with the reality that never ceases. It's still going on now. Would you check? Yeah. You connect with that. And when you do this often enough, you start to find something extraordinary in what's going on in your reality, in your body. You start to find that there's some good in there. You know? What makes the sparrow sing? Because the sparrow doesn't miss what's going on. The sparrow is instinctively what's going on, and the sparrow sings the song of life that is the wonder of tweet, 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 the beauty of what's going on inside the sparrow, right? As you hear me singing the song of life here, right? Tweet, tweet, tweet. I'm in touch with the wonder of myself, which is only the creature that I am inside this body, whatever it is, creature or being or whatever it is. It is good. And I'm not going to take any rubbish from mum or dad or you or man of any kind to tell me that I am not good. How do I know that I'm good? Because I can feel the beauty of life inside of me, and life is good.